The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So, Michigan will play Washington in the Big House this Saturday at 12 o'clock. Now, Washington comes into this game 5-1. Obviously, Michigan is what, 4-2? 4-2. And Washington is coached by Jedd Fisch, former offensive coordinator during the early stages of Harbaugh era. And Jedd Fisch is a good head coach, and he's a really good offensive coordinator. He's got a great offensive mind, so the job doesn't get any easier for Michigan, especially after that showing in the Coliseum defensively. So the job ain't no easier this week. It ain't much easier. Damon Williams, he's 74% on the year, 270 a game. Coleman, the running back, he's a stud. He's running, he's got like 500 yards. He's also got like 200-yard receiving. So we have to watch out for him in the throw game also. Also their leading receiver, Boston, he's a stud also. So they got what you want, a stud at each position on offense kind of, So the big thing is this game isn't much different. The game plan isn't much different than against USC. It shouldn't be. Stop the run, and you have to first stop the run. I'm gonna say that every time. That's what you have to do. Stop the run, or once they can run on you, it all can go bad. So stop the run, and Wink, please bring the corners up. I don't know what the heck you're doing. Like, if he's doing some of this, let me just say this. If he's doing some of the stuff he did against USC, we're going to get a similar result. But, Damon Williams, this dude is slick a stud. Well, it ain't slick. He is a stud. He's got like 400 yards rushing. So playing against USC, Maeva, he's really good in the RPO. Same thing with Damon Williams. Really good with the RPO, and also you have to try to contain him because he'll run. He's going to run it more. So the edge rushers, TJ Guy, Jayshon Barham, Derek Moore, they have to be very well disciplined. They have to be disciplined. You can't just be flying upfield because they're gonna be doing a lot of these fakes and things in the backfield, and you can't just be flying upfield and the running back's got it. Guess what? He doesn't have it. The quarterback's got it. No, you have to sit and be patient and see what's going on. Because if you sit where you're supposed to be on that edge, sometimes they'll run right into you because they're waiting for you to make a dumb decision. They're waiting for you to just fly and make a quick choice and just fly past them. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to be disciplined. Like, you have to be disciplined. OSU put a masterclass defensively for the most of the year they have, but they did a masterclass in the red zone going against this dude. 20-20, they gave up some yards, but then bend but don't break. Same kind of defense we want to play. Bend but don't break. But in the red zone, they did a masterclass on Damon Williams, and they just couldn't do anything. He was trying to run. They were waiting for him on the edge, and they weren't falling for this stuff. They were disciplined. That's the main thing. They were disciplined. So will we get back to being disciplined? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in practice. I'm worried about the little things. They were little things when the season started. Now they're growing into big things. So that's the thing with that. The screens, obviously, we have to watch out for those. That they're going to do some of the same things, but it's a little bit different now. So Wink has me worried. The one thing that's different from USC and Washington, USC Maeva, he was best against the blitz. He's the best in the nation, I believe, or one of the top. Now, so he barely got sacked. He's barely been sacked this year. I think he's been sacked like 3 times. Like, you're not going to get to him. That's the thing with USC. Wink didn't realize that. Now, playing Washington, Washington's quarterback, Damon Williams, he's been sacked like 16 times. So that's a big difference. He's got, I think, in all but one of his games, he's been sacked at least 3 times. And against OSU, he was sacked 6 times, I want to say. So if guys stay at home and play disciplined, you're going to have chances to get sacks, not just from him standing back in the pocket, but also when they're doing these RPO and read plays, and you'll have chances to get sacks, you know. Just stop being so sack hungry. All right, stop being so sack hungry and do your job. That's the big thing that's going wrong with this part of the thing going wrong with this defense. Stop being sack hungry and do your job. You know? When you don't do your job, you're leaving your teammate out to dry, and that's what's happening, you know, on some of these pass plays. But I don't know. I don't have much faith in Wink, but you never know. You never know. Wink is the type of dude, you lose faith in him, and then he puts up almost a you get nothing game. You know, so you never know. I'm worried, but I think Michigan has enough talent on defense to slow these guys down. It's just, are they being coached right? And is Wink understanding what Washington is trying to do? I'm not sure if he does, but Washington's going to do a lot of the same things that USC is doing. So it just is the same things that USC did. So expect to see some of the same similarities, some of the same style of plays, you know. Defensively, Washington's defense, it's a pretty good defense. I wouldn't say it's a great defense or anything, but it's a pretty good defense. So Justice Haynes, I'm not. They say he's questionable. You know, if Justice Haynes isn't available, the thing that I'm always preaching, you need even more of it. You can't go away from it. This is the thing. After our scripted plays, like last week, it was really good with the scripted plays. Then after that, it was like, ugh. After the scripted plays, don't forget to do some of the things that you need to do anyway. Motion, the eye candy, the misdirection. All of these things are things you can do all game, and sometimes it seems like we forget that we need to do those things to make it easier on Bryce to identify things and to set him up to get easy throws, to set up other players to get some easy yards. That's what you do with the misdirection, the eye candy, and the motion. You have to do these things because our offense isn't as potent as other teams. Other teams could get away with not doing some of this stuff, but that's how you play football, so they do it. So instead of just being kind of open, they do the motion, the eye candy, the misdirection, and their dudes are wide open. But those are teams with more talent than us. We don't have as much talent, so we need to do that stuff a whole lot. You might say it almost needs to be gimmicky, because when you do a whole lot of that stuff, that's kind of a gimmick offense. I don't care what it is, as long as we can move the ball. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if Justice Haynes is going to play. Jordan Marshall should be ready to go. Jordan Marshall can run that rock. I've got faith in Jordan Marshall. The only thing is he doesn't have the breakaway speed like Justice Haynes. So it's if he's running it well, it's going to be a more methodical in the run game, I believe. Well, it ain't no believe. We've seen it, you know. He's more methodical. But the pass game, I need to see all that stuff. And in the run game, make it easy on these guys. Get these guys open, not just with their talent, but from your scheme. That's what I want to see. You know, because Washington does all these things too. A lot of this stuff some of this stuff they don't have to do, but they do it to make sure. To make sure to cause confusion on the defensive side. You know, so I want to see that. I want to see them getting the ball to Marsh. They better get the ball to Marsh, you know. Marsh, McCulley, but I hope that we get to see Browder in this game, because I think that can take this offense to the next step. Get some of these young dudes on the field that are difference, that can be a difference maker, you know, that have that high ceiling. Let's get them on the field. Like, it's getting to the point, Sharon, you ain't got much. You ain't gonna have much to lose in a minute. I hate to tell you, you know. I'm not on the Sharon, fire Sharon, all that. I'm not on that right now because it ain't no point. We still got a season. We ain't at that point yet, so I'm not finna waste my breath talking about Sharon getting fired. I'm trying not to, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen if we lose to Washington. We'll probably have to lose 3 more games for them to even think about it. So until that happens, I'm not wasting my breath. So I won't be talking about the Sharon what we want to happen with him. I'm trying not to talk about it until the season is over. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got to get some of these young dudes on the field. Jasper Parker, since Justin Haynes might be ready to go, he might play and then he can't continue to play, you know. So I want to see Jasper Parker. No offense to Kuzdahl, but I want to see Jasper Parker. I liked how he ran the ball when he got in that game, when they both got in the garbage time that one game. I liked what I saw out of Jasper Parker, so I want to see him. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he can get in the mix, you know, to give Marshall some breathers on some and get some carries. But yeah, this one is got me worried. The same way I was worried about USC and people thought I was playing. I be doing this for real. You know. I'm not just making picks on here. I'm trying to see, okay, what is this exactly is this matchup? You get what I'm saying? So I'm right now I'm like, man, Wink, what are you doing? Like, because this offense, we knew the offense was going to be more of a struggle. We were hoping the defense would be able to carry the load, but it's looking like they're not playing fundamentally sound, disciplined defense. Can't carry the load. You know what I'm saying? Now, Washington isn't exactly USC's offense, but it's a good, really good offense. It's a pretty good, really good, whatever you want to say. It's in there. It's a good offense. So they almost averaging close to 500 yards. So the defense has to bring their hard hat. Like, they have to bring it, and they have to find some will, some pride, and slow these dudes down enough for Bryce and these boys to put some points up on the board. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know? Like, if they play defense, I haven't seen them play defense like I would like all year. I'm gonna keep it real. Wisconsin, I guess you could say that was the closest we got to it, but Wisconsin is just not a good team, so it's can't take much from that. Can't take much from that. Wisconsin ain't these dudes, so you know it ain't much to say after that. Our punter, he's struggling. We got to get rid of our special teams coach, because our punter, sometimes it's like he's punting it 20, 30 yards. Bro, you're killing us. You're killing us. Who else? I think that's about it, y'all. I mean, it's like we're playing another version of USC, honestly. Like, that's why I'm saying a lot of the same things I said last week. It's just, last week after that game we played last week, I'm looking at Wink like, bro, did you watch any USC film, bro? Like, You scaring me. Wink is scaring me. Did you watch any of their film? Like, that defensive game plan was just horrible. You know, and that bothers me. So I'm hoping for the best, but if we can't slow them down, it wouldn't surprise me. And I want to be surprised. Please surprise me. Let me play. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm saying, I don't expect us to lock them down. Prove me wrong, Wink. Please shut me up, Wink. Please. You know I'm a defensive dude. I want once we get 7 points, I think we should be able to win from that. Please prove me wrong, Wink. Please have these dudes fundamentally sound. Please have these dudes with their hair on fire, gang tackling. The tackling has to get better, especially going against a team like USC. We saw how it was. The tackling was bad before then. But you're playing these spread offenses, and they're going to throw it sideline to sideline, hoping you're undisciplined, hoping you can't get off blocks, hoping you can't make fundamentally sound tackles. And that's what we didn't do against USC, and Washington is probably licking their chops like, oh, baby. Do we even got to run our full offense? Let's screen them. Screen. Like, we about to feast off of screens. And then when they come up, now we doing what we want. We going downfield. We having a blast. Devon Williams running. He's scooting around the edge. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. And then Coleman, here he start going. So you gotta nip it in the bud to where they're like, all right, we can't even run them screens. Just take that off. Just take that off the plate. Take that off the game plan. Can't run screens against Michigan. Them boys is flying up, and we're getting a loss of 1. We're getting a loss of 2. We're getting no gain. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you have to play this stuff. But yeah, last thing, and I'm gonna get off of here. Damon Williams is like 5'11". So if he's in the pocket and trying to throw over the middle, intermediate over the middle, if you can't get there, get your hands up. Get your hands up and try to knock down one of these passes, because he's not a big dude, you know, and he's been sacked. But you got to be disciplined, you know. Jed Fish is smart. If you're flying around that edge chasing sacks because you're looking at the sack numbers like me, like, oh baby, I'm gonna have a big day. Oh baby, let's get it. They done gave up 16 sacks. This about to be my game. And Jed Fish starts noticing it, you're gonna see that counter. You're gonna see that counter from last week. I promise you. You're gonna see that counter. You're gonna see some of the same plays that USC burnt us with. You know, because you're flying upfield, playing undisciplined, chasing sacks, not understanding that they see you. I see you. I see you doing this dumb stuff. Guess what? Oh, okay. Number 1 keeps flying upfield, undisciplined, chasing sacks. Oh, okay. You know, all of a sudden, here come that run to your side. Guess what? You're out of position. And guess what? He off to the races. So, that's all I got for this one, y'all. I'm in a wait and see on this one. Please prove me wrong, Wink. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I don't trust you. I don't believe in what you're doing. I don't want to be right about this. Please prove me wrong and show up and have a you get nothing half. Preferably the second half. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have a you get nothing first half and then Washington comes out in the second half and score 28. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So preferably the second half, preferably a you get nothing game. Is that too much to ask? Probably. That is pretty high. But give me a you get nothing second half. Can you do that? Can you do that for us? You know? But yeah, Bryce is a little ding, so we probably won't see Bryce run that much, but you got to make some easy throws for him, and you got to test them. You got to start testing deep earlier. You know what I'm saying? Play act. I said I was going to get off of here, but let me go and say this. I want to see the play action early. I want to see the play fake early, bro. This is Michigan. They know you're going to run the ball. They know it. They know our offense runs through the running game. They know it goes through the running game. So with that being said, I want to see play fakes. I want to see play action early. I don't care if the run hasn't been established. You don't have to establish the run when you're at Michigan right now to use play actions and play fakes. You don't. Anybody saying you do, you have to establish the run first. No, you don't. They expect us to run the ball. They know that's almost all we can do. What you talking about? You got to establish the run when we're at Michigan and everybody knows Michigan is going to run the ball. You ain't got to establish it. They already expect you to run. So you come out with that play action. Boom, bam, surprise. Guys are out of position. A chance for early big plays. Don't wait. Don't hold on to that play action like it's a trick play for the second half. I want to see it early. I want to see it often. Like, knock off this nonsense. This is football 101. Know your own tendencies and use them to your advantage. Let me get off of here, y'all. We'll see. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. Surprise me, Wink, please. Offense too. Chip Lindsey, Sharon, whoever. Do your job. Let's get this done. And let's get some momentum back going. You know, let's keep the hope alive, and we can still make the playoffs. Somebody saying playoffs. But that's all I got for this one. So like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine.